what is it that makes a vehicle lean like that? It's like, I don't know. I can't understand it. Just you tell me. How is it that trucks get a lean on like that? You know, the Chevrolet truck is leaning more to the right than it is to the left. It's like, how do they do that? And why do they do that? It's like, are they putting the wrong size tires on there? Because that just looks fucking funky, dude. You're riding down the street with a truck that looks like it needs a good paint job on it. And yeah, it gets you from point A to B. I understand the point of that, but still, you know, you're riding down the road and you got your lean on to the right, and you're like, okay, that truck looks kind of lopsided. But yeah, anyways, I don't make a quick note to everybody out there. I do a lot of shopping at flea markets and Goodwills. Flea markets and Goodwills are a good place to get things. No shit, I actually went to a Goodwill. I found a flat screen monitor for my computer. No scratches on it whatsoever. And out the door, it cost me $25. If you go to the store, they're outrageously overpriced. It's like, you pay like what, maybe 150, 175, somewhere around there. Sometimes less. It depends, you know, what size you want. But yeah, I guess somebody upgraded and decided to donate it to the Goodwill, which is a good idea. And then of course they got the $2, $3, sometimes $5, sometimes $15 for the bigger ones, you know, the bulkier looking ones, you know, the kind that you used to have on your computer, and then they came out with the flat screens, and it's actually flat all the way around. I didn't pay $25 for just the flat screen itself. It's actually flat. You know what I'm saying? It's flat all the way, you know? It's not just a flat screen itself with a big bulky back end. It's an actual flat screen. And there was two of them up there, and I only got one of them. It was like one of them was like $25, and then the other one was $25. But the black one was better looking. It was actually bigger looking. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. And then my roommate, he may want the other one, but I'm gonna say, hey, dude, you got $25, go down there and get it, you know, because I don't know if he really wants it. He may say, you know, it's kind of too small for him. They bought a TV the other day, and I think he paid like $20 or $30 for it. Because they didn't have a TV at all, you know. They had just moved from like Shelbyville or whatever, and you know, the place they lived in was like crappy looking, and the landlord, you know, he gave them a little bit of credit, you know, at the store where they worked at, or not where they worked at, but where they, you know, you know, they lived up above, and the store, I guess, was down below or whatever, and he gave them a little bit of credit, and evidently, I don't know, he had sold them a lemon of a car. Of course, like, you know, in Indiana, they got, I don't know if it's just Indiana, it might be everywhere, but they got new lemon laws now that you can't sell somebody a car, so he kind of didn't get away with that one. But, and I guess, you know, he pretty much had to let the credit thing go, so he probably doesn't give credit anymore, which is probably a good thing, because everybody gives out credit nowadays. And it's like everybody wants to use their credit cards. You know, do you take credit? I hear this a lot with college kids. You know, do you take credit? It's like, okay, along with that credit, don't you get like some certain amount of cash? You know, can't you just go like before you go to the bar, stop and get cash and give it to the cab drivers? Because seriously, you know, when we turn those vouchers and those credit card receipts in, we have to pay a percentage for the use of those machines and those vouchers. So we're getting ripped off on that, and we don't like that. So that's the reason why a lot of cab drivers do not like to take credit cards or voucher runs. So if you're a college student and you're gonna need a ride back and forth from you know, like school to the bar or wherever. You know, you need to go and stop at the ATM or something. You know, pay the guy that drives you and gets you home safely in cash. You know, it's a little thing that you have to do, but it's for security, and you know you keep the money on you. And I mean, it just seems like every student wants to use credit. Like, oh, we want to use credit. Oh, we want to use credit. Oh, we want to use credit. Well, that's good. You know, that gets a little old because on the weekends is when they want to do it, and on the weekends is when we make our good money. You know, like we pay all week just to work for the weekend, and that's the reason why a lot of cab drivers will not take credit. It's simply because they work hard all week to pay their lease, and on the weekend, it's like, hey, you know, I don't know in every area, but in our area, during the week we have to pay a lease, and on the weekend we get our weekends for free. So if you're here in Louisville, Kentucky area or whatever, pay your cab driver cash. He'll appreciate you more. And you know what? Stay away from the foreigners, because they like to rip people off. Anyways, that's all. Neo Crips out.